Because everybody has an interest in these water resources, it is necessary that you bring all of them, and that is what we're doing. That we have government, both local and the central government, being into this. We have the politicians who have both interests. They are interested in the resources. Sometimes they find themselves in a hard place because the people who are degrading the resources, they are their voters. So you find them having a difficulty in taking a decision. Some of them just shy away. Now, in terms of replication of what has been done in Kamwenge in other districts, indeed, it's very possible. And that is one of the reasons why we organize this learning journey. Because the Mpanga catchment, as you probably are aware now, comes all the way from Kabarole through Fort Poto City, through Kyenjojo, Kamwenge, Kitagwenda, and Ibanda. So unless the districts upstream start on the efforts to restore, the quality and the quantity of water in River Mpanga would diminish. And so we think that after this learning journey, they can get inspired.
The ecosystems have been degraded because people are looking for like people are going into forest reserves, but also in the forest reserves there is fertile soils. People are going to the wetlands to look for moisture and the soil fertility. They are running there because the landscapes have failed. Yeah, fertility has been lost, and further it has been exacerbated by climate change.
Ekatandika omwaka gw'2022 mu kwezi kwa 12 eri kuza kutandika abantu itwa abayicira amizi ga Mpanga tukaba tuhinga kutwabire tuhinga tuyika aha ntangiro ya Mpanga henyine hatwo twabire tuhinga amizi enjura yagwa itaka rigenda rizo mizi amizi gashishikara nebyo nyanja bimwe byatandika kufa kuburabura.
In 2011, and we delineated the country into what we call catchments. So Mpanga is one of the catchments, and Mpanga is one of the very degraded catchments, where we have fluctuating water quantities and water quality. This learning journey was aimed at building capacities for the stakeholders and key stakeholders within the Mpanga catchment, so that they can go back and be able to take action in their spaces.
Kamwenge district has conserved both local, national and international wetlands. It means wetlands of local, national and of international importance.
Kutwarugire Nyakambu twiza twareba Burundi bw'ekishara gashanyika kandi twashanga ibishara byetu byasigaye twakoze ingabebembezi twatatse na water for people tukashomesa abantu betu twaboreka Burundi ubwo bisharane migasho yabyo twamazire kushomesa abantu betu Burundi ubwo bisharane migasho yabyo abantu babyikiriza ibishara yababirugamo peacefully twamaze kugamba bishara immediately amezi gijura abantu tubara bakikiriza bara amezi gaheza kwijura inshoze zabere zibuzire zagaruka hata abantu hundi kugambira ni bashaye so zibagirira mu business abakaze baruke miceka ndabishara mebyasi baruke miceka bayindi business abantu banje begombora yabikuri bashirerwe azo bishara.
We reached the field, you would see that everything, all the plants have come up naturally, the water is flowing, the community is celebrating. We even had these teams, that the groups that were making mats, and they were testifying that surely they had lost it all. So I believe that this can be done. Yeah, it is possible.
While the interventions are important, it is the involvement of the local stakeholders, and to ensure that they also see a benefit from these interventions, that conservation does not exclude them from utilizing the natural resources, but they must see a clear benefit from these interventions and therefore support them.
Abantu bakabi n'ekiniga kingi namaita abashikira tukunda kushinga hata aho batemira hawo katwara nk'emyezi nk'etano abantu bine n'ikimamo bakati bakurebe n'abatari kwenda kubikora nibashaba bakaba basibwe nabo bakorera nkabiha mazima nyonsha meriko tuna kwacherezo bwire wabura umuganda agamba simo gukora ki bongerwa
kuyijire ekitongore kikutanga abantu kuhinga mpanga niho bijire bakora demarcation ba demarketinga 100 meters kuba mazire kuzidemarketinga hija ekitongore cha Water for People cyarabo mu byaro byitu Kabuga Town kanso yona bamwe batoranamo kutunga byenyanja abandi batorana enjoki umwe twagiritwe kutwatorine kutunga enjoki Water for People yabanza yatohereze ibihumi 30 kuyatohereze 30 yamara yija yareba kare project yabanje bija bakongera ibindi 20.
As Water for People, we do advocacy and we tell people what we know is right.
The interventions that we are doing here are extracts from the catchment plan. That's the reason why Minister of Water managed to attract even funding from Conrad. It is very hard to start from nothing.
The issue that has taken us 3 days to comprehend and understand here in Kamwenge, in my view, is a mindset issue. Encroachment of wetlands, the environmental degradation, encroachment of riverbanks. I will invite you to invest a little more into the mindset change sessions.
I learned that the local leaders, both from the village to the district, are very important in the attainment of conservation of wetlands.
I really note that documentation is very key, because yesterday when we visited handcraft and the apiary, I noted that there is some data that is missing. So what I would like us to maybe pick on is consolidating all these achievements, documenting the income that is being accrued from maybe like mudfish, if they are selling how much.
There are many things we have seen that we can do differently, like we have to map these areas in Kabarole, generally demarcating those areas. Then another one is maybe to keep in touch with our fellow districts that have already moved a step. Since we have one of the resources that is uniting us is riverbank, we need to come up together, all the districts who are concerned. Maybe we write a project about it, we get supported, we move together.
Based on what all of us have seen, there is really a very big step that has been done by Kamwenge District Local Government and its partners, ranging from wetland and riverbank demarcation and restoration that we have seen. That is a very good step towards environmental conservation. It has presented very good learning experiences.
When we visited Rushango area, on the side of Kamwenge, things were doing very well. Then when we crossed through that area, the side of Ibanda is degraded up to the river. If we are ready to do an activity on such a river, why don't we consider both sides of the river?
The Creator gave us this world to take care of it as our first responsibility. We have been neglecting it and misusing it. Now we are converting. And one lesson I have learned is that restoring and conserving the wetlands and river Mpanga is very possible.
I think you were exposed to a lot. We did learn a lot, and we've given feedback to the people of Kamwenge.
We need to have some signage. So if you can have signage on those restored wetlands, because they can even carry on a message or behavior message, behavior change.
I will take this opportunity on behalf of the Minister of Water and Environment to thank you very much for sparing the time and come and learn. I would also want to thank our hosts, Kamwenge District Local Government, for making the necessary preparations to host us. But above all, we thank the people that you serve for embracing the activities of Mpanga catchment, and also to thank once again our organizers, Water for People, as well as the Hilton Foundation that made this possible. Once we put these resources to right use, we should be able to mobilize more resources that we've discovered that are badly needed within our catchment.